everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this part of our conversation. And I have with me two colleagues who I've really valued working with over the years. And they're going to be offering us some important information as to, in relation to specific questions, right? The videos that you've been watching have been really geared in response to questions from the community on, I have a loved one I'm concerned about, or I'm here in the store and someone really looks like they're really in distress. What do I do? And so this part of our conversation is really focused on those two specific questions. And I couldn't ask for two better folk to have this conversation with, and that is Tamara Cooper from Family of Woodstock and Trish Tuba from Access Services. So I'm going to mute my mic and let them do what they do best. So thank you both for being here and being part of this. And I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
So we're thinking about how we as community-based organizations and family, and also Trish as the point person for mobile mental health, really respond to community concerns. And we really want to start out by saying that we work collaboratively together on behalf of the people of the community. Trish, do you want to chime in on that?
Yes, one of the things that we want people to get the message about is if you have a concern about yourself, a loved one, a friend, a neighbor, please reach out and call. I'm going to give you the mobile mental health number right now, and then Tamara's going to give you the number for Family of Woodstock. What we want you to remember is it doesn't matter who you call. We will get you the right help. We will get you the right resources. The mobile mental health team is available 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 365 days a year, holidays, weekends, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that toll-free number to call is 1-844-277-4820. If it's after 10 p.m., Tamara's going to talk to you, or during the day, they're 24/7. She's going to talk to you a little bit about Family of Woodstock and their number.
Yes, we have a number and a text line number that you can utilize 24/7. That's 845-679-2485. And weekdays from 9 to 5, there's a local New Paltz number, 255-8801, that you can call directly. We also field a lot of the calls that come into mobile mental health overnight. So if you call that number and you get their answering service, you're probably going to get connected to us. And that's the point Trish was making, that we're available to do these kinds of responses and to address concerns 24/7. So we're all experiencing challenging times right now. It is unprecedented for most of us. And we have our reactions to them. And what we want everybody to be aware of is that this is not unexpected. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with any of us. And how we attend to ourselves and attend to each other is really important right now. So the kinds of interactions that we have with people who may be challenged, may be struggling, are really important. And we want you to know that we have resources within the community to address those kinds of things and to guide people through that. We know that the earlier you connect with someone, the more likely a positive outcome is. So being nervous about it or feeling awkward is to be expected. It's kind of a shared experience we all have. And reaching out to someone who seems to maybe be struggling a little bit is one of the best ways to begin the process of getting help to someone. And that can include ourselves as well. We are also available for all of our community when they themselves recognize that something is challenging to them in the moment. Trish?
Yes, and what Tamara is saying is very important, because in these challenging times, we want to make sure that we're kind, and we're kind to each other, and that we're patient. For those of us who might encounter people who are struggling, it makes us anxious. If you're not sure how to respond or what to do, that's fine. That most people really get nervous when they don't want to do the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to just ask you to do is, if you see somebody, if you encounter somebody who seems to be struggling or not quite themselves, or maybe responding to people or that in a way that doesn't seem to fit the situation, all you really need to do is say, hi, my name is Trish, and it looks like you're having a rough time right now. Is there something I can do to help? And see how they respond. And then what you're going to do to help is you're going to reach out and you're going to either call Family of Woodstock helpline or you're going to call Mobile Mental Health, because we'll be able to come and take over from there. It's almost like a mental health first aid piece where you want to find out if somebody needs some help and then get them to someone who has the next level of skill to be able to intervene. And that's what we're here for. But in these times, we all want to try to really take care of each other. The other thing that I really want to stress is that our services are confidential. When you call us, we will take the information, and then we really are very cognizant of wanting to make sure that people's privacy is respected and that people are dealt with in a respectful manner. So we'll be able to make sure that any of the information that we get or any of the things that come up as we're responding is kept confidential. We also will link people to services if they need more than just the response at that time.
Yeah, and that's true of Family of Woodstock as well. I'm glad you mentioned that, Trish. We also really are well practiced at helping people to ground and center themselves. Both Mobile Mental Health and Family of Woodstock's offices can really help people do what they need to co-regulate down so that people feel a little more able to respond to each other and respond to ourselves from a place of kindness and compassion and empathy. And we are able to provide that kind of guidance and support to any community member. We are asking that you reach out sooner rather than later, that being the most likely way to have a positive outcome. We have a saying, the earlier the intervention, the better the outcome. And intervention in this context is connection. The earlier we connect, the better the outcome. The sooner we can get the kind of resource to each other that we need to help manage these kinds of times. So please reach out.
And what I'd like to say is, if you're unsure as to whether or not you should reach out to us, call us and we'll talk that through with you. By calling us, it doesn't mean we're going to be showing up at your door in 5 minutes. You can call and you can talk the situation through and you can get some advice or some guidance. We'd be more than happy to do that for you as well.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you think you need, call us and we will try to help you connect to it.
So important. And this is part of one of the things I appreciate most about how I get to serve the New Paltz community, right, is that there's a tremendous amount of support available. And a lot of times we just need to know who to call, and to get some comfort from the fact that you aren't alone, whether it's being in a place of need, as has been said in these times that are extraordinarily challenging for all of us, and what we're trying to navigate that we've never been confronted with this kind of thing before in our lifetime. So there are many things that we're trying to cope with on a given day. And, the New Paltz community and beyond, we benefit greatly because of the amount of folks who are doing this work and the really strong collaborations and connections that have been made over the years of how we work together. And I really value that. We couldn't do, this is a big lift, so to speak. We can't do it, any of us can't do it alone. We really are in it together.
Yes.
I just want to remind people that we have our community question and answer session with Trish, with Tamara, with our New Paltz first responders and other mental health professionals like Jim Singer and Linda Guglielmo from Astor, who will all be part of that Zoom call coming up on Tuesday, December 1st at 7 p.m. And we'll be making that link available through our a Facebook event page as well as the Town of New Paltz's website. And before we wrap this up, is there any closing piece that you want to make sure that folks know? I will be sure to make sure that as this video ends, that the help numbers you gave will be on the screen for an extended period so that folks will be able to write them down.
Yep, that would be the the real
Okay.
message I want getting out there. And also just to really encourage people to come on December 1st and bring all of your questions. There is no question that is too silly to ask. We would love to hear what your concerns are, and we'll do our best to address them.
Yeah, and I would say that it's just a reminder to me and to everyone, I think, that we're in this together. We're not alone in how we're facing this or how it's impacting us. It's kind of a shared human experience right now. So knowing that, for me, knowing I'm not alone in this has been helpful, and I would extend that to all of us. We really are in this together. And Phoenix, thank you so much for all the work that you do for the community. It's another reminder of how much resource we have and how important we all are to each other and to ourselves. So thanks to everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So everybody stay well. We look forward to seeing you hopefully on December 1st. And in the meantime, I will add my phone number and email communication on the screen in case you need to reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. So take good care, everyone. And thank you again, Tamara and Trish. I really appreciate the opportunity to work with you and your time and assistance that you give so freely.
Thank you. Be
Thank
well,
you.
everyone.
So I really want to welcome you, Linda, to our conversation. This has been really an important outreach effort here for the town of New Paltz in response to how to help people know where to find services, what they can expect. For those of you who are watching us, Linda Guglielmo is from Astor Services for Children and Families right here in New Paltz, and is someone I've had the privilege to work with on a number of different projects over the years. And I know Astor plays a very important role in service provision here in New Paltz and well beyond New Paltz. Here in the Hudson Valley. And so I'm going to turn it over to you, Linda, and if you can best describe what's available and how folks can reach out to you. Thank you again for being with us.
Certainly, Phoenix, thank you for having me. So, during this time, I feel like our access to everything has changed dramatically, and mental health services is really no different. But we are still here, and in fact, we've been able to be even more accessible to folks. So if you are in need of our type of services, which have now been expanded up until age 26, whereas before it used to be only up to 21, what you would do is you give our clinic a call, and our number is 845-419-0850. And what you'll do is you'll speak to our front office person, our AA, as we call them. And in order to help expedite the intake process and make it as convenient for you, you might actually be doing the initial intake with anyone from any of our clinics, be them from Ulster, Dutchess, or the Bronx, and sometimes even our school-based programs. This allows us to be able to offer you a time slot that would work best for you. Thereafter, if you feel connected to that individual, you may be able to stay with them. Otherwise, if you'd like to continue services with your home clinic, which would be the New Paltz Clinic, you'd then be connected to complete the rest of the process and begin your services with one of our mental health counselor clinicians.
I think that's one of the benefits with, one of these side benefits of COVID and going to telemedicine is the expansion in opportunity and resources. So when someone contacts you, what in the way of financial cost, obligation, those types of things, would they need to understand or have information that's available to help with that process?
Certainly. Well, just as seeking any type of medical related service, you'd want to be able to have your insurance information provided. We take just about every kind of insurance, including Medicaid. And for those who don't have insurance and would be self-pay, we can do a sliding scale. So there's really no reason not to seek services. We'll find a way to make it work for you.
Great. I know that you have the availability to see people individually and And are you still doing a number of different groups for, that provide support, different skills? Because we know that right now, right, in these times especially, they're so extraordinary in the ways that we're, I'm going to say the collective we, that most people are feeling very challenged and stretched, right?
Absolutely.
Because we're trying to navigate through a time like no other. What types of things are you able to provide?
Mm-hmm. There aren't any groups at our New Paltz location specifically, but Astor does have groups for our Poughkeepsie location because we're conducting everything over Zoom. Um, Again, the distance and location is not a barrier at all. Even our partial program, which obviously is primarily group based, that's still operational as well for those who need a little bit higher level of care or want to get what I like to call a booster shot of skills ready to handle the challenges that they're facing today.
Great, thank you so much. I've so appreciated working with Linda, with you, with Astor, and we're really looking forward to our community Q&A session that's going to be taking place on Tuesday, December 1st at 7 p.m. We'll have that Zoom link available very soon. We'll have it up on the town website, as well as a Facebook event page so that you'll be able to find us through the town's event pages. And we'll be able to answer questions about the various providers, whether it's through New Paltz PD, New Paltz Rescue, New Paltz Youth Program, Family, Mobile Mental Health, and Astor will all be present and available to offer suggestions, support, and information to us as a community on how to best be able to help those that we care about and those that we come in contact with who look like they really just need a caring person who might know how to say, how can I help?
Absolutely.
Right? So again, Linda, thank you so much. And thank everyone for watching and listening. And we look forward to seeing you soon and being of the best possible service we can be for you. Take good care, everybody.
Thank you.